All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's Food City 500. The pole sitter is Rusty Wallace in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac, qualifying at 120.938 in car number 2. Next to him, Brett Bodine in the Quaker State Ford, car number 26. The second row is Ernie Irvin in the Kodak Film Chevrolet car number 4, and then the 21 Citgo Ford driven by Morgan Shepherd. The third row, the Motorcraft Ford car number 15, piloted by Jeff Bodine. Next to him, last week's winner Dale Earnhardt in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet car number 3. Starting 7th is Ken Schrader in the Kodiak Chevrolet car 25, and then Mark Martin in the Valvoline Ford car number 6. And as you take a look at the rest of the starting lineup, you can see again that they have added more seats here at Bristol. It's just unbelievable how many people turn out for the events here. Not only this afternoon race, but of course the night race that's held here at this fast half-mile racetrack in the fall.
Bob, the first 9 rows are pitting on the front stretch from row 10 on back. Those are the drivers back on the back stretch. You can see Rick Mast and Bill Elliott will be back there, and everyone behind them.
And you may have noticed Jeff Gordon there starting in 21st position. He is the second fastest qualifier, just a tick of the watch slower than the pole sitter Rusty Wallace. But because he was a second-day qualifier, he will start in 21st spot.
And something fell out of one of the cars down right at the end of pit road, and one of the officials went over and picked it up. It looked like a hunk of lead or something.
Well, you wonder, they weigh these cars. That's one of the things they do in the pre-race inspection. Wonder if it would be a little bit light. Jerry Punch?
Well, just a minute ago, the NASCAR officials went out in turn 1 and picked up this piece of lead, and they carried it back over to the pit wall. Now, it has marked on it number 75, indicating probably it's either 75 pounds or it came out of the car number 75. But whatever the reason, NASCAR would not allow the field to start because someone lost this large segment of lead, and the car wouldn't be legal even if it did race. So why let it race? They're going to hold off the start and try to get this lead placed back inside the car so it'll meet the proper 3,500-pound weight restriction.
And we can see car 75 is in the pits, Jerry, on the back straightaway. So evidently the lead came out of his car, and NASCAR, again, is not going to let the car run until the weight is put back in. His weight is like everyone else's.
That is Dick Trickle, and he crashed here yesterday during the practice session. And the schedule to start, it took a provisional, as a matter of fact, starting in 34th position. And already some problems with that car, but he's back on the racetrack, catching up with the field, and we should be going green in just a moment. Jerry, you got more?
Well, actually, Trickle and the guys, you're right, Bob, they crashed their primary short track car, and they had to go back home and get a speedway car. And I tell you, Butch Mock and his crews worked through the night to get this car ready and get it in the field. So they did not have a chance to get the car as tuned as they would like it. So this kind of problem would not ordinarily happen because they were in such a hurry. We're getting ready to go green flag, Bob.
Crowd rises, and we are set to go for 500 laps of racing at Bristol International Raceway, the Food City 500.
We saw something we don't normally see. The outside pole man got a great start. Brett Bodine took the lead from pole sitter Rusty Wallace.
This is our in-car camera being carried by the leader, Brett Bodine.
Nothing but clean racetrack in front of Brett Bodine. That 4-car running third. Ernie Irvin had to put a new engine in his car this morning just before they put the car on the line. Install a brand new engine, and this is a brand new race car. First race for him.
Rusty just got off to a miserable start. I thought Ernie Irvin was going to come up and bump him in the back end of the car. But now Rusty has caught up to the pole sitter Brett Bodine, and it's a 3-car battle up front.
They pull away about 15-20 car lengths from the 4th place car of Morgan Shepherd. Now Rusty moves on the inside, takes the lead.
Out of turn number 2 down the back stretch, Rusty gets a good bite, takes first position, and Ernie Irvin takes second from Brett. And now it becomes a 6-car battle as Morgan Shepherd, Jeff Bodine, and Dale Earnhardt have caught up. And this is the roof cam on Morgan Shepherd's Citgo Ford. You see the black number 7 there on the hood of the car, symbolic and in remembrance of their fallen champion, Alan Kulwicki.
And watch just how little time he has down the straightaway to relax. He's already in the 3rd corner, all the way through the corner. There we see Earnhardt from high atop in the blimp, following Morgan Shepherd, Jeff Bodine.
Every other car in the field is running single file. There are no side-by-side battles at the moment. There are a lot of drivers back there that are looking for a place to go, but as we pointed out, it's going to be tough to pass on this track for a little while. But they will work in a second groove, I think, as time goes by.
They were looking for Morgan Shepherd's rear bumper right back at Jeff Bodine of Motorcraft Ford. Here comes Earnhardt on the inside.
Oh, he had a notion, but didn't take advantage. In fact, he backed off, and that has allowed Ricky Rudd and Ken Schrader to close in on him. Now here is Rudd to the inside of Schrader as they go down the backstretch into turn 3. That inside line is the one to have, and Schrader loses not 1 but 2 positions.
Yeah, he knew that he was caught up there and he wasn't going to take any chances. And he just backed off and let him go. He said, I'll fall in line here and follow for a while.
Great run for Bobby Hamilton, the Country Time Ford.
And Dick Trickle is just now coming out of the pits. You can see him down on the inside, the white car there. Coming out, he went back in the pits as they worked on that lead, so he is several laps down, in fact about a dozen.
We're looking at Denny Schrader, Kodiak Chevrolet. There's our pole sitter and leader, Rusty Wallace. Ernie Irvin, Brett Bodine. Tell you what, Rusty's hooked up today, isn't he, Ned?
Yes, he is. Boy, he loves this racetrack and he loves that race car. He has been on a roll this year, and the type of confidence that he and the team have right now will carry you a long way, and he is taking off.
He started from the pole, and it was his second pole in 19 career starts at this Bristol Raceway. So he leads at the end of 14 laps with Ernie Irvin running in second position and Brett Bodine third. We're early in the going of this Food City 500.
You're watching exciting NASCAR action on TSN.
Well, the caution is out for the first time on lap number 19 here at Bristol. The incident that brought out the caution was a crash up in turn number 2 involving Hut Stricklin. He has damaged the car to the point that he's had to bring it in for repairs and is behind the wall. And here is the tail end of what happened up there between 1 and 2.
Ooh, cars going everywhere. Phil Parsons on the outside, another car on the inside, and you can see some pretty heavy damage to the back of that McDonald's Ford.
John Kernan has more from down there in the pits.
Hut Stricklin is just catching his breath right now. The team is going to work on the McDonald's Ford. You can see the rear end is pretty much smashed in, and left side by the fuel filler is pushed all the way toward the right of the race car. They will go to work trying to get Hut out. Let's sneak in here and see if we can talk to Hut real quickly. Hut, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't really know what happened, though. You know, it felt like something either broke or felt like it hit oil or something. It just went down in the corner and this thing just swapped in. You know, just one of them things, you know.
That's Hut Stricklin. We're thankful he is okay. They're going to work on the car and try to get him back out, Bob.
Meanwhile,